So it's Saturday morning. It's cold. It's like 36 degrees and raining. It's been like that since yesterday. Uh, so no working outside. Pouring rain, 2 days straight, and cold. But whatever. Um, I just been going on the fenders for the 37 Pontiac, bodywork, sanding, priming, whatever. Not priming yet, but I'm going to be. Yesterday was a total lost day. I was hunting down receipts and getting paperwork together and everything else. Got my taxes in, so that's all done. That's a big deal. It's a pain in the ass every year, but necessary evil, I guess you could say. Good news is I'm getting some money back, so that's a good thing. I was going through some comments last night, and one of them kind of got me right there. One of my regular viewers, he's been kind of following me for quite a while. He's doing an early 50s truck, Chevy truck, like the 51, similar to that. Him and his wife actually are working on it together. And, his name is Ray. And Ray used to pretty much comment on every video I put out. Never met the guy personally, but like face to face, but seems like my kind of guy. Him and his wife are obviously very close. And she messaged me under comments last night that Ray passed away yesterday. And sorry to hear that. I was kind of wondering because I hadn't heard from him for quite some time. He was in a lengthy battle with cancer, horrible disease. I've seen it personally, and I despise it. It's awful. So rest in peace, Ray, and to his wife and family. I hope things go well for you in the future, and maybe there's friends or family that'll help finish that truck off, because old Ray's never going to see it done. And be nice to take it out for a spin in memory of Ray. So Ray McCord, R.I.P. Anyway, we're gonna move on. Like I said, I'm just doing body work on the fenders. It's kind of the same old boring stuff I've shown a couple of times already. So I don't even think I'm gonna film that. But I'm gonna get one fender out of the way. Or the second fender, I should say, out of the way. I'm going to get it disassembled and get that puttied up and done. I want to get at least one side of the fenders primed sometime today. And on top of that, I'm also going to do some work on the Fargo, the Paddy Wagon. So, yeah, stick around. It'll be fun. And might as well just get to it. Alright, so I'm finally done this fender. There was a ton more work on this than I thought. The area that he was most concerned about was up here. That was the easiest fix. Had to touch it all the way up to the pretty much where the headlight goes. The toughest area for me was this corner here. It was pretty brutal. You can tell by all the different colors how many different coats I put on this thing. Same went down here. This was a bitch too. So, whatever, it is what it is. The other fender is going to be pretty much exactly the same thing. So I'm just going to go ahead, get on that. And in between coats and drying time and what have you, I'll be getting after this thing. So, show you what I've done here so far. All right. Mix up a batch. I'm making cookies. Okay. So we got spots all over here. What is going on here? Oh. Yeah, these fenders ended up being a ton more work than I planned. All right. I think we'll get out to that Fargo for a bit, let that set up. It's going to need another coat at least. Okay, so the front doors arrived yesterday, and for the Fargo, and parts were starting to pile up, so I went ahead and I mounted the rear doors. Now, I know the guy had a hard time with fitment. They're not fitting too bad, really. The gap's pretty good, you know, all the way. So I'm not worried about that. There's only one major problem here. There's a little bit of adjustment left to do because this door is sticking out a little bit past this one, but minor. Adjustment will take care of that. But down here, you'll see how this is pretty nice and flush, this patch. No problem there. This one here, however, is sticking way out from this panel here. Almost a half an inch, and it's a worse spot. So, I'm going to grab a straight edge here real quick. See what's going on. I can see it just by looking at it, but this might illustrate it a bit better. You can see how it rolls in at the bottom, whereas this over here, there's no roll. It's pretty much straight. So, my solution is either bend this in using maybe an adjustable wrench or vice grip or something, or beat it to death with a hammer until it's flush, and then putty it. As far as stuff like this and this, I think these were for pulling dents. They don't have a stinger like I do, so no big deal. It's not bad. Oop, got a little bit of oil canning going on here. We'll have to fix that. But yeah, I'm going to get on getting that flush with the bottom panel. That's important. And then from there, you can start body working it. And the beauty thing about these doors, they open all the way, so they're out of the way of the jam. So I can still do body work with the doors on. And I think actually it'll be easier to work on the doors with them on the truck. So another problem they were using just bolts for hinge pins. Just so happens I've got two brand new hinge pins that are the right ones. They're just longer, but they're the right size. So that's helping the door stay where it needs to be. Even this gap here is not bad. So yeah, I think we can live with this. Just the bottom, I gotta fix that. So I'm gonna get after that right now. All right, so we're gonna try something first. Got these vice grips here. Better, but we gotta go more. Ooh, we're getting there. We're getting there. Now, we'll take a big beating machine here. Okay. Close. Close, close, close. This may seem a little crude, but it's working. All right, I think we got her. Take a look at this. Much better. Now, keep in mind, I've got to weld this up and I've got to body fill this as well. So we can make that nice and flush. I think we're good to go. Now, there's also a patch welded in on the sill here, and that needs to be body worked as well. So that'll fix up the gap and make it nice and even all the way across. So I'm calling that good to go. Right on. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. yeah, we're good. Sweet. All right. Oh. There we go. Ugh. Guess I could have put the door handle in and opened it instead. A little high right here. No, it's not bad. Okay. Alright, so I'm ready for some filler work on the doors. Awesome. Alright, we'll hit this with a shot of mud. Slinging mud, slinging mud. I'm going to be doing a lot of this for the next little while. Alright, here's one shot. What I do down here, my next step here is to weld this patch in. So we're going to ride both and just take the excess out of the gap. That way we know it's going to be nice and flush all the way. So there we go. Alright, so there we go. That's about all I have time for today's video. But you know, got all the mud work almost done on the Pontiac fender and got a good jump on the Paddy Wagon. I'm going to continue on after this, slinging more mud and sanding and all those kinds of things. But tomorrow, it's supposed to be almost 70 degrees, 66, 68 degrees, and sunny. So tomorrow's the day I want to paint, or not paint, but prime the fenders and the grill for the Pontiac. I can, with the sun being out, I can do the inside and the outside all in one day and have it all primed and ready to block sand. So yeah, I'm going to do that tomorrow. And as far as the Fargo goes, I'm just going to keep on slapping mud on it and doing what I got to do. There's a little bit of welding and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll just keep plugging away. But like I said, the Pontiac's got to get done, so I'm going to focus on that and make sure that things are moving along on that one. Anyway, yeah, if you like the content, please subscribe. Like the video, you know, give it the old thumbs up. Don't be shy, leave comments, and tell your buddies and your chums and all that. Help spread the word. And you can support the channel if you so choose. Little menu button right beside the share button, just to the right of it. It's a little circle, 3 dots in it. You click on that, go up to where it says thanks, and there you can buy old Dan a coffee or a beer or whatever. And any support I get, truly do appreciate it. And yeah, if you're not doing anything else, get in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.